Hey guys, it's Ann. Welcome to my home worm farming channel. Today we're going to take a look in on the worm factory with the red wigglers. And I just started a new tray and stuck it on top for lack of anything better to do. But here we are. So that will end up on the bottom today. But here's our feeding that we did last time, which was a variety of kitchen scraps and some electric compost, and you can see everything always sprouts, which then I just, turn in and let the worms finish it. The eggshells, of course, if they didn't get ground up, they're going to be there for a very long time. Still seeing some of that lemongrass in there. Lots of worms up here. But these guys are doing a fabulous job. It warmed up here for a while. We had some pretty nice weather, so the worms got a chance to be a little bit warmer up here. So let's see what the rest of these layers look like. We did put a couple gallons of water in here last time, so hopefully that will have helped out the other layers too. This next layer down is looking great. Great. I sounded like Tony the Tiger there. I'm not sure if everybody in all the countries has the Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes. Do they still make Frosted Flakes? Is that allowed now? But this is doing really well too. It just goes to show you that if you have really high moisture, the worm bin can go quite quickly. So that is amazing. We'll have some good back-to-back harvests here very quickly, which is good. I've already started my pepper seeds and my onion seeds. And here's this next layer down too. This has never had any feeding at all, just paper and cardboard. And the amount of springtails in there is just crazy. Wow, they are working hard. Good critters. And then here is our next to the last layer. Also has never had any people food or electric compost or anything like that. And we've got quite a few worms down here. The moisture is awesome. So the combination of adding that 2 gallons of water and the nice warmer weather has really helped. Here we are at the current bottom layer. Again, no food, just cardboard. The moisture has stayed very nice. I'm gonna fluff that up just a little bit just to see what everything is doing. Looks great. Now let's look at the bottom. Looks like that's still got some dry paper in there, so I'm not worried about that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put, right after I rescue this worm, I'm gonna put the new bottom layer on here. Again, no people food, just cardboard. All right, now I'm gonna rebuild the bin. If you have any questions about this kind of system or red wigglers or anything in general, just go ahead and put that in the comments below. The red wigglers are kind of the quick video. There's not a lot of investigating going on, simply because the part of the bin that is the business part is just on the first top layer. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over and feed this layer, and I just wanted to show you the finished castings versus what in progress looks like. I'm gonna take that food and put it out there, but this is what finished castings look like, and I am going to feed that to my fig tree here in a minute. And I sift these down to 1/4 inch. So these guys are going to get some kitchen scraps and some rehydrated electric compost, which is just basically a dehydrator. Keep some of the gnats and whatnot away from my kitchen when I don't have raw vegetables rotting close by. And then I think we're just going to top this up with that top layer and let them forage and finish up here. All right, as promised, I am going to do a quick run around of the plants. So if you're here just for the worms, thank you for hanging out with me and my worms. If you want to see the plants, stick around for a second. Here is a good deal that I got at Lowe's. right around Christmas time. Okay, so you can see I'm just gonna top this up with some of the worm castings, and then those will slowly get watered in. And let's see, you can see I even have some little figs forming. I didn't think it was a good idea to leave it outside considering that it wasn't in the ground, so I'm not sure. Hopefully it should be okay. Alright, here's one of my ficus bonsais and a little jade plant, a little fish tank, got some bottom feeders living in there. Got our wandering dude forest going on here. Little happy bonsai, or happy, what are those things called? Then we've got my peppers that I've already planted. I usually plant them in a group like that and then pick them out and move them to their own larger container. Lots of hot peppers and onions going back there. If I come back here, you can see my jewel orchid and my pothos gone wild, and all of my succulents. These things are actually dragon fruits. And then I have a Christmas cactus that is behind schedule. You know, I understand plant, I do, I get it. Then we come over here. This is about a 5-year-old plant that my worms grew. That is what happens when an avocado pit grows. Got some more figs and rubber tree plants and some monstera cuttings. All right, well, let me know if you want to continue following the garden, and I will provide you with updates. Thank you for being a part of my worm family and plant family, and everybody have a good day.